Welcome to Glorious Botafogo, your number one source of Botafogo news in English. This past weekend, I'm watching the Seleção play right here against Chile, and Luis Henrique is about to come on. So this past weekend, on Thursday, I went on I wouldn't say vacation, but kind of a 3-4 day Labor Day weekend getaway here in the United States. Went to the mountains and hills of Oklahoma to visit my wife's side of the family. So we had a good time and all that. But a lot happened that weekend. Botafogo beat Red Bull Bragantino by 4-1. It was a good performance. And then a lot of transfers also happened. And not exactly things that Botafogo supporters wanted. For one, John ended up going to the Premier League after not going to West Ham United, then returning to Botafogo and saying, hey, I am going to stay at Botafogo. Don't worry. We're here. I'm here to win championships. And then he goes to Nottingham Forest. So John went to Nottingham Forest. And then Cuiabano, left back Cuiabano, that just renewed the contract and then got the number 6 jersey, the iconic number 6 jersey of Botafogo. He also got purchased by Nottingham Forest. So those two players went. The club tried to sign a few players here and there, but after all, Davide Ancelotti thought that it was a good idea to keep who he got. He trusted the players that he had at hand, and we didn't sign anybody. Now, we'd signed players in the beginning of the transfer window, right, before the World Cup of Clubs, and there comes Luis Henrique to play against Chile, and Steven came out, and Steven scored a goal. And nobody came. But at the last day of the transfer window, 4 days after Botafogo let Cuiabano go to Forest, Cuiabano returned to Botafogo. So, interesting set of events. He was loaned out until the end of this year. He was loaned back to Botafogo, earning what he was currently going to earn at Nottingham Forest. So his salary has increased, and now he will stay until the end of the year. But obviously, the player had a lot to do with it. The player had to, first of all, say yes, which he did. And Cuiabano wanted to come to Botafogo, which is the most important thing. So Cuiabano's here. He's going to stay to the end of the year. And yeah, that's it. So Cuiabano is back at Botafogo until the end of the year. We will play Vasco after the international break. Brazil has to play Chile, and they have to play Bolivia at Bolivia. So it'll be interesting to see how Botafogo plays Vasco, because one of Vasco's best players, if not at least in the second half of the Brasileirão, Jair, got injured. He got a nasty knee injury. And at his age, at 31 years old, basically blowing your knee out. I think he blew every ligament in the knee. It's going to be hard for Jair to come back. As you guys know, I work with physical therapy, and I see these kinds of injuries. I used to see a lot more often in the previous job that I had. Now, not as much as I did before. But yeah, it's a tough injury to come back from. I wish him all the best. I hope he can't come back from that injury, but he literally blew every single support ligament on his knee, if I'm not mistaken. But it's significant injury for a 31-year-old player, right? He's going to take 6 to 8 months to start practicing with the ball, much less to play in a high level. It's tough, but that's not Botafogo's problem. We will play Vasco da Gama at the Newton Santos, and it will be a game in which I fully expect the Botafogo to have a sold-out match with the supporters behind the team. It's a tied game, 1-1. I am fully expecting Botafogo to go through, and if we don't, it's going to be a lot of questions asked to Davide Ancelotti. Botafogo and Marinakis have yet again straightened the roots. John Textor himself has said that both Botafogo and both Marinakis and Textor are working on are working on, working together, are working on doing all of these transfers together, and we can only hope that this is going to be the beginning of the salvation of Botafogo's ACF, because we all know that we're going through a tough time. John Textor does not have the money, so he's having to go. He's having to go to investors and then to social club. There's a lot of drama happening, with that. It's tough. And also, speaking of the national team, Vitinho got a call for the national team as a right back. So Vitinho is currently there on the bench for Brazil. Botafogo won a bunch of awards for the scouting department, for best TV. Right, Botafogo TV on YouTube won the best of in that category. So very nice to see that. So I have one more announcement that I guess it will require you guys support. And why do I say that? Because as you guys can see here, I am planning, as I said before on a video, I am planning on doing streams. And what are those streams going to consist of? It's something that I wanted to bring two things that I like doing. One is talking about Botafogo, and then the other one is perhaps doing something a little fun like this. And I am hoping that I can do it regularly throughout the week, and it's something that it could be fun. We can just kind of chill and talk. You can ask me Botafogo questions, or Eagle football questions, or Brasileirão questions in general, and hopefully I can answer to you. This is FC25. I do have FC26 pre-ordered, and with a bunch of Botafogo players playing overseas, I think we're going to be able to make a nice little Botafogo squad. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if I stream, will you show? So I do have a lot of support here on X. I do have support on YouTube as well, and those would be the two places that I would be streaming at. And Brazil scored another goal. Who scored this one? Lucas Paquetá came back, and Luis Henrique had a very nice play in there. Very good. All right, let me know about this whole streaming thing. And as far as when I will be doing this, I'm not sure. I literally just got this set up. I got the audio to work. So I will post a little bit of gameplay right now, just so I can see on my end as well if this is working or not. But it should be working quite nicely. So enjoy just a little bit of gameplay, and then I will talk to you guys on the weekend, because there are stuff that I left out, but I wanted to do a quick video explaining where I've been and my plans. Luis Henrique with the assist. Of course, a teammate has disconnected. This is the curse of playing Rush. If you guys know what this game mode is, it is purgatory. This mode is FC/FIFA purgatory. I'm trying to do this Jairzinho Evo so I can get a pack on an FC26. All right, the goal is legal. Luis Henrique, man, with the assist. Very nice. All right. I'd say my camera on this is a little bit weird, by the way. I like to play Rush looking at the field this way. Don't judge me. I actually don't even remember if I have my shoot button on square or circle. Luis Henrique goal. Let's go. Luis Henrique, nice goal, man. Luis Henrique is making a name for himself here. Just stay at the seleção, man. What a goal. Okay. Let me get my own scored. Sorry, I know I've reserved down there. I thought Luis Henrique to score. Sorry, Zinho. Shoot. Oh, what a ball. Oh, what a goal. Shoot. Oh, no. Okay, I read that wrong. On the line. Oh, no, bro. Get the ball. Get the ball. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Shoot. That's it. We win.